Shop Talk is filmed at 1009 Kingston Road in Toronto.
I'm rolling. Did you guys hear about the death of Puffy's baby mother?
Oh, yeah, just today we heard about that.
Right?
Yeah.
She died like...
What was it? Ammonia or something? Pneumonia?
They're saying pneumonia, but it was more like she had flu symptoms and then they found her dead. Basically, it took me by surprise. It was a shock. So my question is, God forbid, but if you were to pass today or tomorrow, would it feel too soon?
No. For me,
I love that. I love that.
Not at all. Not
Come
at all.
on.
I felt like I've lived. I've done it all, niece.
Come on.
I've done it all. There's nothing left for me to do.
I love that. If you were to pass today, would it feel like it's too
51
soon?
years old? No. I've lived long enough. The rest is just a pleasure now. But no, I'm not. It's not me.
Well,
But look at the ones that have gone too soon, right?
Yeah.
What do you say about them?
I know, and I'm younger than you guys, and I feel like...
Yeah.
Forget that. I want to live to like 500 years old.
Yeah?
I want to outlive everybody on this planet. Screw that.
How are you going to do that, man?
Figure it out, yo. I don't want to go now.
Embrace life as you have to embrace death. So
You're not ready.
Hell no.
God forbid you were to go today. Too soon, or...
I'm only 23.
Yeah,
Too soon,
okay.
for
yeah,
sure.
For sure.
I haven't lived yet.
He doesn't want to die yet.
No, not yet.
Hell no.
P?
I'm too young, man. I wouldn't want to go right now because I got I want to see my granddaughters and stuff grow big. You know? I got grandkids and stuff to live forward, man. I'm not trying to go right now. I'm trying to see those people grow up, man. That's my future, right?
Instead of putting you for half an hour.
Okay.
That way we all remind.
So whenever anybody passes, I become like completely just obsessed with like death. Oh, sorry. Let me ask you. God forbid, if you were to pass today or tomorrow, would it have been too soon?
Hell yeah, way too soon.
Yeah?
I joke that I'm old, but you know, at 37, it's way too young.
There's still stuff that you want to accomplish.
Yeah.
What do we think happens when you die? Like, literally, physically, what do you think that's like? Like, the experience of it. We all have to go through it. We will all do it. What do you imagine?
Yes, take care, brother.
I hope it's peaceful.
I have no idea.
Have you ever thought of it? What do you hope it's like?
No, not really. When I lose friends and stuff, I don't really think about where they're. You know, I don't really.
Yeah.
No.
You know, I met a guy, and he died, or while he was VSA for a bit, he drowned, and he goes, I saw the people working on me.
Wow.
He goes, and then I came back. He goes, and really? He goes, it ain't that bad.
Right?
And
No, I
then
heard Sharon Stone say that too.
I know.
That she passed away, and it felt like something that she'd done before. Like, it felt familiar, if that makes sense. What do you think happens when we die? I mean, like, the moment you are dying, what do you think that's physically like? What do you think is going on with your consciousness?
I think that's it. With the body. With the body, the mind, everything that you have now is going to be gone. But in the next life, if there is a reincarnation life, whatever, if you believe in Buddhism, then it'll be your spirit only that'll live on.
So you think, God forbid, if you were to die right now, it would just be black?
I think it'll be
and
gone.
then it'll be, you'll wake up
and then,
sometime in
maybe
the
I'll be
future.
a bird or something, or maybe how I lived in this world. I'll come back, you know, like being semi-Buddhist, you know. I mean, I can't say I'm a complete Buddhist, but we believe in reincarnation. We believe that we'll come back in another life. Like, if you live good in this life, maybe you'll come back as a deer in the forest. Maybe you'll come back as a bird that's never troubled. Or you can come back as a fly that people want to kill.
So how do you think that happens? Do you think it goes from, like, black in this life, open up in the other one? Like,
well, yeah,
born,
this life is blackened,
like,
but your spirit is lightened.
Yeah.
Your spirit is always enlightened, right? Right now, it is our spirit that has got us enlightened. So that, I feel, no matter what you cremate yourself or you get buried, you will definitely, your spirit will live on. But I don't believe in cremation.
What do you think that moment is like? Death. Are you just stepping out of a body and you're looking at, like, the body? Do you just, is it asleep? What do you think
I think
that's
it's just like nothingness. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I think, well, because I'm a religious guy, so like, I think there's an afterlife.
Yeah.
So once you die here, like once you die, I think like it just goes dark, and then you open up. There's a new life
Afterwards, after some
afterwards.
time.
Yes, exactly.
What is that moment like? Dying.
I think it probably feels good. I think it probably feels good. And I think when you die abruptly, I feel like you don't even know you're dead.
Yeah.
So you're still roaming and you're uneasy. But I also feel like whatever it is that you believe in is what's going to be true to you when you die. You know what I mean? Because those are your thoughts, right?
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Okay. Are you prepared? So in terms of will, in terms
like
of
that.
how you want to be buried, are you prepared at all?
My mom, thank God, I mean, she's already took care of all that stuff for us.
Okay.
But I think she spent way too much. I would have just cremated, whatever, just get rid of the body. You know what I mean? And not stop spending all that money.
Are you prepared? So you have, your mom bought the plot. Have
Yeah,
you decided to like casket, will,
I
life
still
insurance?
I still say sell the plot, and then everybody just gets cremated. Stop wasting money.
Are you prepared? You're a young guy. You want to live to 500. So
No, I've been planned for death, like a will or
No, not at
burial
all.
or something. But at the same token, I don't want no set of money spent, no freaking expensive coffin, no, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
as cheap as possible, because at the end of the day, it's just a physical body.
I know. I'm wanting to
I'd
go
rather
as
have a
humble as
celebration.
possible.
Yeah,
I want to literally be wrapped in a sheet
Yeah.
and laid on a table of like flowers and grass. I swear, and just lower my body in the ground.
Throw me in Lake
I
Ontario,
don't need
man.
the casket. I don't even want the casket.
Throw me in Lake Ontario.
Huh.
And you know what? If you can't afford to bury me, just chop me up, put me in bags, just throw me all
You have
over the
kids.
city.
Are you
Yeah.
prepared? God forbid. Do you have the life insurance?
No.
Do you have the plot? Do you have the casket?
No.
Okay, so
Well,
what are we waiting for? Because we know we're all going to pass. What are we waiting for?
You never prepare for that, though. You never prepare for death, right? Nobody ever.
Some
Nobody
people
prepares
are.
for
I know,
it.
but if you ask Pete's mom, I bet
If
Pete's
you're
mom has her
sick-
casket. She knows what music is going to play. She
Yeah,
knows
but
what she's
she
going to
prepared
wear. It's all
herself.
laid out.
Some back in those generations, they prepare themselves 30 years ahead of their death.
Yeah.
You know,
the
not like
Egyptians.
nowadays. Nowadays, it's almost like if you get sick and then you die, the families has no choice but to do what they have to do with you.
Yeah.
You can't say, "Oh, listen."
You can. No,
You can
there's
tell
time
them when
right
you're
now.
terminally ill, but if you lose your way of speech, like say you're
Yeah.
really sick and you can't
Yeah.
speak, you're in a coma,
Yeah, for
but you're
sure.
still alive.
There's no way to
What
cheat.
choice are you gonna make?
I'm
right?
just saying, today, while we're alive, we have the
Yeah.
opportunity, we have the
I
opportunity
think
to
because
plan
it's
it
such
out.
a business, life insurance and all that stuff is
Yeah.
such a business, why people are so afraid to get involved with it is because you're paying so much money for insurance,
It's
and
worth
then
it,
all
you
of a sudden,
guys.
it is worth it,
Yeah,
because you're leaving something
like
for the
$1 million
kids.
for your kids?
Yeah,
Come on.
but at the same time now, what if something happens to you through that life insurance? So now, the policy says if you get sick by smoking cigarettes,
Yeah.
and you don't
There
get
are
that money,
definitely a
you
lot of-
understand?
yeah,
Say
there are a
you
lot
die
of-
from a car accident and
Yeah.
you didn't have that coverage.
Yeah.
You don't get that policy.
There are
You don't get that life
stipulations,
insurance.
but-
There is stipulations
Yeah.
that prevent you from getting that money, right? And that is the problem with life insurance.
Are you prepared?
No.
Plot, casket.
Not even close.
Not at all. But if money is no object, I want them to shoot me into space.
Ah, I love that!
Yes, absolutely, 1000%. If I don't have to worry about money,
Right?
I want my body shot into a black hole.
I like that.
No.
So he was good. He wants to be shot into space. How do you want your funeral to be?
How do I want my funeral to be?
Money's no object.
Right?
Shoot me into space.
I kind of like that.
I know what I want. I read this.
What do you
thing. I
want?
want to be created and made into a diamond.
I saw that they're doing that.
A diamond.
I like
Put my
that.
DNA right in the
Who's
middle.
gonna
of the
wear
diamond.
you? Who's gonna wear it?
You can make multiple diamonds. I'll have like for my daughter
Yeah?
and whoever my living parents or sisters who are like my
I love
siblings
that.
are. A diamond.
I love that idea too. I love it. How do I, my
Yeah.
funeral to be?
Yeah.
Yo, just
Funeral,
play music.
Or how do you want to go? How do you want to be?
Play lots of music.
Yeah.
I gotta cremate the body.
Yeah.
and play music
on.
for like hours, and eat and drink and laugh.
And we don't want people to be sad. This is what's so funny. And everybody ends up, you know why we're sad? Because we don't prepare and we don't talk about it.
No, it's
we
a
don't think
cultural
about
thing.
it.
When it's a tragedy,
And it is a cultural thing.
It's a cultural thing because in Western society,
you're gonna cry. If somebody dies of a tragedy, you're gonna cry. But if somebody dies of old age,
Yeah.
then you know you're
Let's
welcoming, you're
celebrate,
celebrating
man.
their
Yeah.
life. 80,
Yeah.
90 years old.
Yeah.
But if it's a tragedy, a 16-year-old gets shot and killed, you expect the family to bawl. Like
Yeah,
they're
for
gonna
sure.
be really upset. Like that is not the time for that child to go. I don't care when people say it's their time. It's not.
Kev
It
wants to
can't
be diamonds. Pete wants us to party.
Their time? I don't know.
How do you want
is
your
their
funeral
time
to
if
be?
a guy gets a stray bullet? If he's targeted,
It's their time.
it's.
It is. We might
like
not
the little
understand
girl that
it,
got
but
just
nobody
straight
goes.
bullet?
I know. Nobody goes.
I
Nobody
don't know.
goes without
But you know
God's
what, though?
consent.
That little girl, probably death isn't as bad as it is for us. As it
It's
would be
not.
for
That is
little girl.
exactly it.
That's
That's
true.
it's harder for
How
people
it's
that are
true.
living.
But the family, the family from that will never
Yeah, you
understand
couldn't.
that.
I would never tell the family
The
that.
families,
Yeah, you can
the ones
never.
that are watching the daughter that has died,
Yeah.
and they cry. That mother probably gonna cry for the rest of her life
For sure.
because of the daughter. But
For
the
sure.
family, right? Because the child is gone. It
Yeah,
can't,
you
can't do nothing
I
about
would
it.
never tell.
But as the
a
family,
parent
like
that.
if my daughter died from a bullet or anything
Yeah.
like that, tragedy, car accident,
Yeah.
anything like that, I would probably cry for the rest of my life losing her like that.
For sure.
But
How do you want?
I
How do
can't
you want your
say-
funeral to be?
for myself,
Yeah.
just like how Peter was saying, you know, like just enjoy that I enjoyed life with you. You know what I mean? And that I lived to the fullest. And I want you guys to say, oh, Sean was a joker. Sean had a great life. You know,
Right.
Sean did this, Sean did that. I don't want people to be there and say, oh, Sean, you know, like, he deserved it. Or Sean, this, you know what I mean? Like, no, you don't want that, right? You don't
Yeah,
want
for sure.
people, because people die. And people do say things like that. People say, oh, he was living wrong. Or he was,
Yeah.
you know, like say you have a drug addiction or something. You die of overdose. You don't want people to say, oh, the guy died of overdose.
Yeah.
No, you want them to say, yo, the guy was a good person, man. He just had a problem. So I just want people to speak with me like that. I just want people to be celebratory of the life that I did have, whether it was a
Cool.
good life or bad. So.
Yeah. Pete? No, it's not. It's not supposed to be depressing, but it is important for us to think about because it is the other side of life.
Especially I'm
It is
51,
the
right?
other
I'm
side of
51.
life.
I've made it this far, 50.
Yeah.
So if I make it another 30,
Oh, I know.
30 good summers, I've lived life.
There you go. There you
30,
go.
what do you mean? When you're 30 good summers?
yeah, I want to have
we
a
going
party.
to
Yeah,
drums?
have a party, have a bashment, you know.
Man.
Get the drinks out, get the smokes out, have a smoke fest.
Yeah, man.
You know, remember me that way. Don't remember me crying and all that stuff.
Nah.
No, remember me with a nice
30
time.
years ago.
I want to see some big changes.
Okay, so
I
I
want to
know.
see teleportation. I want to be going to the moon for vacation or Mars for vacation. I want to see some big change. And that's not going to happen in the next 30 summers.
You'd be surprised.
I know, true.
Okay, is there anyone that you want to make amends with before dying? Are there any like outstanding relationships that actually need mending?
People should make amends with God before they think about
For sure, but I'm talking about relationships, not outside of God.
women. Yeah,
Is there anybody that you haven't spoken to? Anybody that you would actually regret if they passed away tomorrow? You'd be like, flip.
No,
No.
I don't have that.
A couple of women I wish I had children with.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Man, I missed that opportunity. That
No?
is- no.
Nah.
Brothers, sisters. Like I haven't spoken to my sister in a while. And like just losing Kim and people talking about reach out to like the people you love and stuff. You know what I mean? Like I want to like take her out for like dessert or something, man.
Do it while you still can.
Exactly. No, really.
and-
Honest to God.
And just like how when people die, you know, people are always bringing flowers to their to the
Yeah.
grave site.
Yeah. Bring
Do
people
that
flowers
shit
when
when
they're
they're
alive.
alive.
Give
What
them
about
the
when
flowers where they can smell it.
Yeah. Why did you do that stuff when they were alive? All of a sudden now you have all this compassion.
I don't want people, like, that's why I don't like that concept of
It's like a
burial, like
Right.
the Western thought of burial, like, you know, you put them in the ground, and then people come visit your space like it's
Yeah.
a memorial,
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff, and it's like that's filled with so regret.
It's weird though, because some people appreciate it. It's like the closest person that passed to me
But the
was my
person who
stepmother.
should be appreciating is not there.
No, I just mean in terms of the living.
Video in Jamaica
Yeah.
that his family, his grandmother was buried on the land that they were living.
Yeah.
So they did it
Yeah.
right where the grandmother
Yeah.
I guess, grew and everything, and that was amazing to see.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish I could put my mom in my backyard.
One of my play
You know what I
friends.
mean? But how would that
know,
look
let's
here?
keep
You
it
know
You
what I
can
mean?
no. Well, if you get cremated, you can go in the backyard.
Let's
No,
keep it
well,
real.
you
I think it's
understand what
different if
mean?
you get
They had the
buried.
plot, they had the tomb and everything.
Yeah.
So imagine if we were allowed to do that.
I want to be buried in the backyard. Well,
Yeah.
I actually wouldn't mind. They have this thing now where they make your body like
A tree?
yes,
Yeah, that's cool.
right.
No, that's cool. That's cool. I've seen that where they take
Basically, you become
They take your carbon. I don't know if it's the body or the
It's
carbon.
actually your body, and they put it. It's
They
almost
put
like
it-
you become the sack in the
Right.
root,
And then a tree grows out
and a
of
tree
it.
grows out of it.
Yeah, but again, let's not get too creative with all this stuff. Okay? We came
It's
from
gonna
the
be
dirt.
diamonds.
Remember, we came from the dirt.
Yes.
We're supposed to go back to the dirt
Well, that's
again.
why- that's what I'm
it.
saying.
Period.
Yeah.
Of that. That is the symbolism of that
but
tree.
don't
You're
start
going
messing
back to the
I
earth.
screw up my afterlife. Just put me in the ground or burn me, and make sure I'm all together, and then that's it.
Okay, so this is a funny one. I know I would get sad thinking about how sad other people are going to be at my funeral. Who's losing it at your funeral? Who's bawling? Who's not going to be able to handle it?
The whole world.
The reason why I ask this is because one of the only things that makes me sad about dying is really how my daughter's going to feel about it.
Of course. Of course.
Other than that, I feel like
Yeah, who cares?
I might be good to go.
Yeah.
So who's losing it?
I don't know who would lose it. I would assume, obviously, your family would be sad, right? But I wouldn't want them to lose it or be sad if I was to be gone. That would be a contradiction in what I believe. I want them to celebrate and be happy. Because I actually, technically speaking, I don't really believe in death. Because I believe energy is the one thing that's constant,
Yeah.
right? So, you become energy. You are made of energy. So no matter what, you're part of everything anyways. You're part of everything anyways. It's just, you're in this physical form right now. You just become part of everything that
I
you
know,
are.
but the people at your funeral,
I know they don't believe in it that deep, but you know, it's. I would assume well, my family would be sad because I already know how my family reacted in a situation where a family member passed, and it was a matriarch of the family, like my grandmother. So,
Yeah.
seeing how they reacted, I know they would react the same thing for me because our family's close.
What is that?
who's losing it at your funeral?
I think my daughter.
Yeah.
Because I lost it when she was born. For 10 minutes in the hospital when she was born, I cried in the bed. So, yeah, I did. The whole doctors and everybody was there, and I was just such an emotional, it was an emotional time. So I think my daughter, of all people, if my mother sees me, she'll cry, but I hope that she goes before me. Not because I want her to, but just
No,
because
but yeah, your
natural
mother
life.
for sure, yeah.
But my daughter, my son, somewhat, but he's a man's man kind of boy, so he'll try to hold it in. But for sure, my daughter. And any woman that truly loved me, I hope they show their tears and everything, right? Truly love me.
Hey?
You have to truly love me.
Who's losing their mind?
Jeez. I don't even like to think about it. It starts to make me
Have you
sad.
guys ever had this thought though?
No.
Like, I don't know, my morbid, you've never sat around and been
As you
like,
get
man,
older-
people are going to be sad at my funeral and think about like who's going to be
what?
sad.
I like to think about those things. But I hope everybody will be sad. You know, I try to be nice to everybody, man.
Isn't that too narcissistic? I'm like sad. It's not about hoping. It's like sad about how sad
Yo,
other
but,
people are going to
hey,
be.
Nisa,
Yeah.
my thing is, at my funeral, I hope there's people there. I hope there's a lot of people there.
Yeah.
That's all I
A
care
lot of
about.
people that
People
care.
cry, I hope there's a
People
ton
that
of
care.
people
I'll tell you
there.
one thing, real
Touch a lot
talk.
of people.
Real talk, Peter. I don't think I'd be able to go to your funeral, bro.
Wow.
It'd be
Oh,
too
wow.
hard for me to
Wow.
deal to see in that situation.
Wow.
I'd rather keep the memory. Hold on. I'm talking about me. Okay. I'd rather keep the memory of you
There's no.
than experience the last moment of
Those
you.
memories are gonna
know.
be stuck in your head regardless, bro.
Right, and that's why I don't want
So,
it to end.
but you're not gonna see me again.
I don't want to see you no viewing, no casket open.
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure.
but you have this fear of
Yeah,
death.
open
He,
casket
you
is
see,
the
Lisa,
worst.
he has a fear of death. That's why he's saying what he's saying. Because he has a fear of death already. But you see, as you get older, and this is the truth, as you get older and you get closer to death, naturally, you start embracing it more.
I hope so.
So I've embraced it
Yeah.
at 51. I'm 51. And if I go to 80 or 90, my dad's 94. So He's lived a long life.
Yeah.
But he's probably embraced it more than we will as young people, right?
Yeah,
So
hopefully.
you have to embrace life as you do death. You have to embrace it because it's going to come. The more people that are scared of it, the more people that are fearing it, something happen to them. You know what I mean? So better to...
Just it ruins, I feel like it's ruining, okay, like with Diddy's baby mother, her passing, I feel like if we had a different view on it, if we truly believed also that there is an afterlife and that it is just a transfer of energy, then we wouldn't be as devastated. We just wouldn't be.
It's just because of Western way of thinking. There's a lot of cultures that believe in that, and it does. They're not sad at funerals. Like a lot of cultures are taught to embrace death as if it's a form of passage.
It is, and it's the
like,
inevitable.
You know what I mean?
So we really should.
But it's Western's way of thinking has you paranoid and fearful.
You want to leave all your stuff?
Yeah,
You're gonna die and leave all your stuff.
Society.
Who the hell wants to leave all their
You
stuff?
have to realize that nothing you take
Thank you.
going with you anywhere you're
Right.
going.
The richest,
nothing.
listen, you're born with no money or no materialistic
Exactly.
item, and the richest man dies the poorest
and that's
person.
why I want to be
So-
just wrapped in a sheet, regardless of how much money I make. I mean, I swear to God, I can be a billionaire.
This
Just
is why
wrap me
people
in
are
a sheet
talking about
and put just
being
a little
buried
garland
with their
around me.
gold. Now you hear about this stuff?
That's
they're
been going on
back.
for
No,
thousands
but what
of
I'm
years.
saying is that recently they were talking about a Russian mafia boss that he was being buried with all his gold and money, and they got security watching the tomb. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, why would you? Who's gonna?
Because that's bad-minded.
Just
man.
yeah.
If because he's trying to protect the things that he had in this world.
These cartels and all these people, they do this, right? They get these big mausoleums, they put chains on it.
I did want a mausoleum at one point, so that my family could come and sit down.
So
and
they're doing it, they're
have,
locking
music
it up.
playing.
Holy people.
I don't know when's the last time you renovated a kitchen, but marble is expensive.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Built like a whole building.
You gotta pay someone to maintain the mausoleum. It's not like you just build a mausoleum and they walk away. It has to be maintained. It's an actual structure. So,
You've seen the Mexican cartels.
So this was
Mexican cartels are spending millions of dollars
their culture.
on these
Yeah.
mausoleums,
No, I don't want
right? For what? You're gone.
That to me is a graven image that you go and pray to, and I don't think it's actually pretty
You should
good.
have memories here in the mind, man. If you don't have the memories in the mind of the person, then you didn't really care about that person anyways. You gotta
okay.
look
So
at a
talking
picture
about
to
caring
remember.
about the person, this was Diddy's ex that passed away.
Yeah. Wow.
Is
Diddy,
that how
of
do
all
you?
people.
Is there a right or a wrong way to grieve an ex, especially if you're in a current relationship?
No, you should be. If grieving is grieving, I don't think if it should be different if it's an ex or a present relationship. If it's a person that you had love for, and they were on good terms because they have like 3 kids with each other.
4 kids, yeah.
Yeah, the 4th one, but she had they were co-parenting one child, right? She had a child. She had a child from another relationship. I'll be sure. Yeah. She has a son from I'll be sure, and then they have 3 kids with each other.
You're right. Yeah.
The one son's an actor.
Yeah.
I think he's a singer
Quincy,
too,
yeah.
or a rapper. Quincy,
Oh, yeah,
Quincy.
Plug it. Panther cut.
Right? So, okay, I'll give you that.
Panther cut Quincy?
Yeah.
Oh wow!
I cut him 4 times for a Netflix movie.
Come on!
Yeah, twice in Niagara Falls on the lake and
Quincy.
twice in North Bay.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
Rest-
Shout
okay,
out to
so-
Quincy.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, homeboy.
Come
Keep your head
on.
up. My condolences.
And their mom was like really thin. So you're saying it doesn't matter if
No.
Yeah.
It shouldn't matter because grieving is grieving, right? Like, I see some people, they act weird, like, say they're married now.
yeah.
And their ex-wife, who they have no malice with,
Yeah.
passes away.
Yeah.
And, the husband or the guy is grieving. But maybe the present wife might feel a ways.
Yeah, that's what they say. Ariana Grande
that's
broke
wrong.
up with Pete, whatever his name is.
That, to me,
Because
that's
she was
kinda wrong.
grieving Mac Miller. Exes.
Exes?
Your ex does.
I'm not going there. I'm not going there. I ain't going there.
So just with everybody, sending them condolences and stuff like that, just in terms of like social media, keep your head up, all this stuff. Have you ever lost anybody that was really like close to you?
Yeah.
Has anybody? Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, my grandmother passed like 2 years ago.
Was there anything anybody can say to console you? Do you
No.
remember? Exactly.
No. But you know what? Actually, I wasn't as sad as I thought I would be with the passing of my grandmother. before she died, I was like, I'd be distraught, you know, I wouldn't be able to have, but, you know, her passing taught me a lot on how to deal with death. So my perception, my whole outlook towards it has totally changed after she's gone.
And you haven't lost anybody close to you?
No. I mean, I lost a friend when, like years ago, a long time ago, that we used to cut hair together.
Yeah.
You know? It broke my heart to hear that he died. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm just trying to get to the bottom of what people can say when somebody passes that's actually effective. What's the best thing to do for somebody if they lose somebody that's close to them?
It's very hard, man, because no matter how, you know what I've seen? The nicer words that someone said to someone the nicer words that someone had said to someone who's experienced a passing that was close to them, that person seems more sad. It's like the opposite effect, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The more you hear is my condolences, you know.
and like I said,
The person that you're saying that to doesn't receive it in that sense because they're still sad, you know what I mean? Like, and they become more sad. So it's kind of weird. I don't know.
I think it all depends too, man, on the situation. Like if you had someone that was suffering from cancer, that finally passed, I'd be happy for them. Like, yo, at least they're not suffering anymore. You know what I mean? And like I said, differently, if someone gets ran over by a car, all of a sudden, it's sad. But what can you really say to someone?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. Really... I never know what to say. How do you console somebody that's lost somebody close to them?
You just tell them my condolences. You know, you try to be there for them.
I think that's the best thing. Like I was picturing, if
they're taking it the hard,
I might have just run over there.
Yeah, try and be
a hug or something.
They need some people need a rock, you know.
I feel like the text isn't going to do it.
I don't know. For me, it just feels like the more you not embellish, but the more you encourage the emotion and I'm so sad for you. It's like you're prolonging it. Okay. I think it's just something that they have to get through and realize that people die. We're all gonna die.
They were good together.
When they were separate, they had a good relationship apparently.
Yeah,
like they were really good friends even after their separation. And stuff like that. So it's kind of good.
Family.
You know?
I say no to it. I won't be ignorant.
It's just funny how we just do it.
Can we get a final word on just sudden death?
You heard about that
Kim
saying,
Porter.
Right? You're talking about people like they say when people pass.
Oh, the dime is my sign. The dime is the sign of my stepmom.
There's a girl I know. Right? Her dad passed away.
I find dimes everywhere as well.
There's certain things that happen that people do believe in. And sometimes in your dreams, if you remember your dreams, if somebody comes in your dreams, there's definitely another life. There's definitely an afterlife. You know what I mean? So
I've heard that.
Yeah.
Okay, P-Pop, final word.
Just want to say rest in peace to Kim Porter and condolences to her family. And I also want to say that we got to embrace death. Death is part of living. Peace.
There is no life without death.
This is Pete Cutter from Cut and Run. Thank you for watching another week of Chop Talk. Please subscribe.
Put it on my pancakes.
I did it.